Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Cincinnati. Wow, son of a gun. Pay for all I done. That's where they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Foxborough. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Here's May on 1st and 10. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the gun, it's May. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. May off the play fake. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you in a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
This will be grabbed at the 5. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First tone of the game for James Cook. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Burrow. That's completed right side. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bengals have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Here we go. 180.
Now here's Cam Scannable on the ground. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
11, here we go. 180.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
11 Thomas. Here we go.
Another one for Cook. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
First down now, ball at the 33. Right up the gut. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Burrow on the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Give him 8 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here we go, here.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 2, ready?
5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. It's caught. Chase has it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. May looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you can't have above. Feel paralyzed above. Friends just having kids ain't had enough. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a life with no love? What's the use of ingredients with no salt?
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Big strike here to Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. The passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yep.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Here we go, sit up. Hey, what's that?
Sticking with Henderson. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, sit up.
And they just get the play off. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. And from their own side of midfield here, they're going to punt rather than go for it. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
12, 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now a run by Cook. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Get set. Right 80. Right cut. Stop.
Driving forward with Scattaboo. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
12. Gun. Stop.
Here's Cook. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
11, mighty. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ready?
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Right 80.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Look at that power. Deep left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. This one gets to the 22. That one's going to be brought to an end by Shamar Stewart.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a New England 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They'll run here on 1st down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On play action, here's May. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's a New England 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Wk14.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Made a throw it. Finds a man right side. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. May now from the gun. Into traffic. Complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Going play action, May. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Trying an inside give to Henderson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Here's May to the air. Makes the catch. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Henderson hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Play action here. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass it downfield, it's Chase. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Completed to his running back. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. To the air on first down, May. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is May. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Looking to throw. Into a crowd. Oh, intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
On one, ready?
One last play before the break.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Throwing here just before halftime. Absolutely fires this one right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180.
This is Cook. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A pickup of 17. And the Bengals have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Nice game left side. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Henderson here from the gun. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Has it in close. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Off the play action, May. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun.
Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Burrow to the air now. Throw left side, complete. Big man shooting up the yards. Inside the red zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. May off the play fake. Cut out left. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Sends this to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Cook. By a man, he's in the clear. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. It's Henderson on the give. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the 1st. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. The give now to Henderson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Patriots cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Race up.
And now from the pistol to Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Five still to go here. This is second down.
11. Here we go.
Another one for Cook. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go.
Burrow now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. That run good for 8. Now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Gun.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
11 MT. Here we go.
First down, Burrow to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Right in. 11.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's caught. Chase has it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11, Thomas.
Off the play fake, Burrow. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, son. Hey, what's that?
Going play action, May. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Hey, here we go, son. Hey, what's that?
Back to the air. It's May. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
We've set it downs from the 37. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Hey, here we go, son. Hey, what's that?
Sticking with Henderson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Hey, here we go, son. Hey, what's that?
Here's May to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the... Fights up for tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Bengals get to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they... do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Oh, this is... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Tossing it to Henderson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. May now from the gun. Here we go to Henderson on the dump off. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Here goes the run.
May on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Made a throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Looking to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to get anything, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here goes that. Ready, what's
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Bengals make the play that should win them this game. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
gun? Start. Ready. Start.
Again, it's Cook. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Here, 12. Start. 180. 180. Start.
Here's Cook. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line out the design keeper. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
Deep.